This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Florida Gators. We stay with State College. Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Now on the move. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to...
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Right down the boulevard. Touchdown, Gator. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Cobb. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Makes the grab. It's Singleton.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty...
Maybe a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Nimrod. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your cover.
Finding some room. Touchdown, Gators! Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Running inside. It's Pryor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They feed him again. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Breaks loose. Connection to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Going to the run. It's Pryor. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Tries again to get it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Florida! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Brown wants to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air on second down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17. Great place to start for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Florida. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. There's a crease. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's odd.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll go with Washington. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. Brown will throw it. That's caught. It's Washington. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Cobb. Picks up the first down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Looking to throw on first down. Into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy, man. He is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket, and when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Jones to throw. The sure hands, it's Mays. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the marker, it's Jackson. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback keeper. There's some room. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense can...
Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive. Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Plows through the defense. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's going to run it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Pop. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Jones wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Throwing right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that. Got a man, it's Singleton.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and 1st down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. Bring in the heat. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Jones to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Makes a deep grab. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Brown wants to pass. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense. Use it.
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. One more snap coming before halftime. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Looking long. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. He gets the pick, but not the pick 6, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulled Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 4 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Mustangs, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They go right back to him. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays.
Snags it, and there's running room. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Running inside. It's Pop. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, got him at the 27.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jones wants to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it down the field. Finds a seam. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the...
It's picked off and another empty drive. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Florida. And they turn it into a score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab right down the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Jones to throw. Sends it downfield. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
How great has this linebacker been in coverage these last 2 games now? That's now his 3rd interception in 2 games. He had 2 last week. First interception in this game on the opening drive. He's not only good against the run, he's not only good rushing the passer, but this guy is a monster in coverage.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Buying some time. Fires on the move. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Going long. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll try to take it back at the 20. Inside the touchdown, Auburn. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Jones wants to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The Gators want to move quickly. They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage.
He's got it at the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Spins away. Touchdown, Gator! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. We can only imagine more fireworks ahead here in the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Right on the money. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Brown wants to pass. Moving out to the right. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Auburn lines up quickly. Using his feet. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off. It's because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback keeps it, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he made the extra point without problem. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this with... It's a fumble on the play! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof. You start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn.
Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Jones to throw. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back.
Down at the 39, and the Auburn offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
With the catch, it's Nimrod. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Auburn going to work with another 1st down.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting the first down. But this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions, got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Kane. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Makes the catch. It's Singleton. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Extending the play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Might have a chance. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Brown will throw it. Under fire. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, trailing late here in the 4th quarter, what an effort catching the ball in the middle of the field, knowing he's got to try to save as much clock as he can, and he's able to get himself out of bounds and do just that. That was incredible.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He wants a big play here late. Upstairs, he's got it.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Throws toward the end zone. Going for the touchdown, couldn't make the connection, but this flag will be against the defense. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Hauls it in. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Calls his own number. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Brown wants to pass. Dances away. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all off season. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David